When you do dinking practice, try to do a lot of cross-court dinking. When you're playing in the game, try and engage the other team in cross-court dinking. When you dink cross-court, you have a lot more court to work with, and you have a lot more room to air. The other important thing about dinking is focus on the ball. A lot of people can get sidetracked by looking at things on the court other than the ball, but when you're dinking, it's very important to stay focused on the ball. If you stay focused on the ball, you will hit the center of your paddle, you will hit a good dink. In general, if you can get your body low, the ball will stay low, the ball will bounce low. You want to avoid high shots. The high shots can end in a kill for the other team. A real soft grip on the paddle. I tell all my students, when you're dinking, pretend as if you almost have the grip strength of how you would hold like a baby bird in your hand. Not so loose that the paddle falls out of your hand or the bird could fly away, and not too tight that you would actually hurt the baby bird. So it's a very soft grip, so soft that I should be able to just pull the paddle out of my hand. And those are the keys to good dinking. So when you're at the net and you get a floater, the best thing you can try to do is kill it right there and end the point. I love to kill it down the center. I aim a couple feet, 2 to 3 feet inside the baseline and down the center. Down the center is always a good shot because you're not really messing with the sidelines. The only line you're messing with on that shot is the baseline. Sometimes you will hit them out the baseline. But again, if you keep the grip kind of soft and let the wrist rotate through the shot, you can get enough power on it that the other team shouldn't be able to return it. Sometimes you will get into a battle where you smash, they lob it back, you smash, they lob it back. In that case, think about, if they're back, think about just dropping it into a shallow target near the kitchen. One of two things could happen. As they're running up, they might get it, but if they get it, they'll probably have to come low on it to get it, give you another pop-up, which gives you the kill shot again. The other thing is, them being so far back, you dropping a shot near the kitchen, they may not be able to get there at all. So those are the best things to do when you're standing at the kitchen line and the other team kind of gives you a high floater. here sweating, you've got to stay hydrated. So today I'm using Jigsaw products. Got my water in here, put it in here. This particular packet is called Electrolyte Supreme. It gives you the electrolytes you need without any added sugar. It's got a pleasant taste to it. You just pour the powder into your water, shake it up, and you're ready to go. I've been using Jigsaw for probably about a month now, and it's really a good product. When I bought my starter kit, they sent me this water bottle, and I've got 3 different types of Jigsaw. I've got a morning one for while I'm playing, and then one for the evening. The lob is a very tough shot to defend. Typically it happens when you're at the kitchen line and someone's able to get a good stroke on the ball that lifts it right up over your head. The first thing I try to do when I see a lob coming my way is I try to back pedal a little bit so that I can hit an overhead smash on the ball. If they hit a really good lob that's close to the baseline, I try to run back, meet the ball as it bounces, and then drop the ball in the kitchen. As an offensive shot, I personally don't use this shot much because I'm just not very good at it. For me, lobbing, I've probably never hit more than 50% on my lobs. And the shots you play in pickleball, you want a much higher percentage of accuracy than that. Really good players would be looking for shots that are going to be 80 to 90% accuracy for them. So 50% just doesn't cut it for me. So if you do come up against a good lobber, the best thing is to backpedal a couple of steps, try for the smash. If not, run back, meet the ball on the bounce, and try and drop it in the kitchen to take the momentum away from them. I will say this, on occasion I will hit a defensive lob, meaning the other team has hit a ball so low and at such an angle, and I'm running to get it, and my only real shot to take them out of the play and put them a little bit more on the defensive is to try and lob over their head into the corner. So that's about the only time I try to do a lob myself. There are people that can hit over that 50%, and for them it's a good shot and they'll win a lot of points. For me personally, I just am not a good lobber, so I don't use it as an offensive weapon. Sometimes defensively, but not really offensively. As a coach, I meet people brand new to the sport every week. Every week I meet 4 to 8 new people. And the common question is, what's the best paddle to use? There are a lot of different paddles out there. This new Pipo Explorer is the paddle I prefer. I prefer it because it has a nice thick core. The thick core allows me to have a nice soft feel on the ball. In this game, I want a paddle that's going to let me execute the tough shots. The tough shots are the feel shots. The third shot drop and dinking and blocking are all soft paddle shots. I can get plenty of power out of this paddle with overhead smashes. As long as I hit it right on the center, it's got a nice sweet spot, I get plenty of power. But what I really want this paddle for is the nice soft feel it gets me when I am doing third shot drops, dinking, and blocking. So check this paddle out. I really like it. I've been playing Niu Pipo for probably about 2 or 3 years now, and they have really good paddles and very reasonably priced too. So I like to finish my workout by putting the machine on random oscillation. It gives me a real sense for moving my feet as I'm hitting shots. 80% of this game is your footwork. So you're trying to get your feet in the right position to keep your eyes on the ball to hit the right shot. I kind of do this exercise last because it will wear you out. There's a lot of movement, so I'm sweating pretty hard. I know it's time to go because I'm on my last little sip of hydrant here. So when I'm doing that random oscillating drill, I start out at the baseline. I try and move side to side a little bit from the baseline. Then I go up to the transition area of the court, move a little side to side from there. And then finally I finish at the net, trying to put away shots that may be a little bit high and floating. So I've got my last sip of jigsaw here, so I think it's time to go home.